Oh boy. You know, I think we have enough. Oh god, we have more than enough. Just out of curiosity. Okay, 15. How much is Goo Lagoon though? Is that 10? If Goo Lagoon is 10, we're going to Goo Lagoon. Yeah, hell yeah, we're going to Goo Lagoon instead. Hello, B-Roy. You're the first boy in the chat. And Ale is second. How you guys doing? Don't tell anyone, but I'm live streaming during my lunch break at work. Goo Lagoon.
A sun-drenched beach of sludge at the bottom of the sea. But all is not well here on Paradise.
I sound kind of congested. You know, I might be. I'm not sure. I might be a little congested. You might be right. I remember thinking this level was really difficult as a child. I don't know why that is. Oh god. Did I do something? Oh, yes, I did. I was supposed to do that. Oopsie. That's what I get for thinking I was smart, but alright. You know, now I'm kind of regretting picking this level because I'm pretty sure... Look at this guy. Poor guy. This is called Monsoon. Watch out for his lightning attack. Okay. I don't know why he had to tell me that. Because I just saw him do it. Oh god. Why does he have to be literally like a foot away from you? He has to be like right on top of you to actually do his lightning move?
Do I look burned?
No, Larry, you look hot.
Well, you do look a little red.
Barnacles! That darn robot.
Robot?
Yeah, a big robot stole everybody's sunscreen.
Oh no! Everyone will burn, and then they'll get all itchy and peel.
Exactly! You can't spend a day at the beach without sunscreen. That robot is out on the island. Nobody can get to him. SpongeBob, maybe you can use those sun reflectors to point the sun's rays on that robot. If you hit one of the buttons on the side of a lifeguard tower, the reflector will turn. Connect all the towers and the light will shoot right out of the big reflector on the island. Then all you have to do is swim out to the island and turn the big reflector onto the robot. I'll stay here and protect the babes.
But I, can't swim.
But why though, Larry? Why don't I just go over to the robot and just hit him a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't know why I gotta do this extra bullshit, but okay. I think we have to start on the first one, hold on. Come on. Alright. Did that. No, that didn't do it, did it? Oh, it went over that way. I see. I remember as a child not really understanding how to successfully play on this map. I'm sure that's probably gonna be an issue again. Knowing me. But it'll be fine. Oh, okay, I got a tiptoe. Interesting. The tiptoe... Okay, so... I move forward, and then... Okay, and then he'll just keep tiptoeing. The controls are a little wonky with the tiptoe, not gonna lie. Alright, where's this gonna go? No, that's not what I wanted. That's not even close. There we go. Are Krabby Patty's cannibalism? You know, I wanted to talk about a few things on this SpongeBob stream. I wanted to talk about the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. And then I also... What is that sound? Oh, there's a bunch of buses outside of my apartment, and they've just decided to all stop at the same time. That's cool. I wanted to talk about the Sponge Out of Water movie, and then I also wanted to talk a little bit... Oh god. He looks a little rude. Can I do this? How come the big slappy robot didn't get like a whole introduction? Why didn't he get an introduction where he slaps Larry on the ass so that I could imagine that I'm the... So I could imagine that I'm the robot. you know, getting to slap Larry's ass.
If
Also,
you
the
hit one of
loading
the buttons
screen...
on the side of a lifeguard tower, the reflector will turn.
No, I know.
Connect when...
No, I know. I already did it. I already did most of that, Larry, but thank you. Why did he tell me that again? Why would he do that? Alright, this is this. But the Sponge Out of Water movie was just marketed like dog shit. That's the movie where all the marketing for it shows like this big CGI SpongeBob. You know what I mean? Oh, it shows you all the maps. I often forget that. I don't remember that being a thing in the original game. Where you get to see all the maps. That doesn't sound right. Where did this go? Where did you go? Oh, there it is. Over there. But the Sponge Out of Water movie was advertised with, like, nothing but 3D, like, SpongeBob's out of water, guys. He's on land. Here's Patrick. He's wearing a superhero costume. Oh boy. You know, and, like, Squidward has a musical attack. They're all superheroes. Haha, Marvel. Marvel's really popular right now. And it's just, and like, that's all the advertising was. And what's really funny about that... I wonder if I can... Hey, that worked. What's really funny about it is that, like, the marketing for it and all the advertising extended not just to commercials, but, like, all... Oh, shit. All the, like, merchandise that they sold was all, you know, SpongeBob and Patrick and Squidward and, you know, like, and Plankton or whatever the fuck. And they're all on land. And I'm gonna spoil the SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water movie for you if you haven't seen it. They don't... That's not what the movie is. Like, at all. The trailer is the reason I didn't watch the SpongeBob Out of Water movie. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. The trailer is really bad. It's horrible. It just shows all the disgustingly horrible scenes that I just described to you. Alright, let me see if I can find a swap-a-roni. Here it is. Let's swap over to Patrick and throw some stuff around. So, like, the advertising is just horrible. And then you watch the movie, and I am not exaggerating when I tell you the last 5 minutes of the movie are, like, the only time that they're the weird CGI out of water. Literally the only time they're out of water is in the last 5 minutes of the movie. The last 5 minutes of the movie, by the way. Pick it up. Why did he ground pounds? Just pick it up. Oh god, this... Okay. I don't know why I just tried to carry that. I keep wanting to jump with the watermelon, but you can't jump with the watermelon. I keep wanting to do it, though. Yeah, the last 5 minutes of the movie are them out of water. And the whole rest of the goddamn movie is just like a really long SpongeBob episode. But like in a really good way. Like it has really surreal kind of visuals at times. And it's not the most memorable, I'm not gonna lie. I'm struggling to remember what even happens. I think Plankton does a thing with time travel, I think. And then that messes up Bikini Bottom somehow. And then they need to get the Krabby Patty formula or some shit because it was stolen by a human, I think. And then that's why they gotta get out of the water, because they gotta go... Yes. I did not expect that to work. You can get some extra air with Patrick if you do his thing, which is pretty cool. I really don't remember the plot of the movie because it is so inconsequential to the overall... it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Nothing matters in the movie. I remember it was fun to watch at the time. Like, I don't remember anything about it, but I remember enjoying it as I was actively watching it. But then when I walked away, I was like, why was the last 10 minutes really bad?
Hello, lady.
Hi, Patrick. Have you seen SpongeBob? If you see him, let him know I'm looking for him.
Sure thing, lady.
That's neat. Now I need SpongeBob to free that child. Okay. What's the point of playing Patrick over here? I guess we gotta walk back now. So yeah, so then they all decide they need to go on the land. I think, don't quote me, I don't remember why they go on land. I think they're going to get the Krabby Patty formula. So they go up on land, and they become buff superheroes with powers, so that they can fight a pirate who stole the formula or whatever, and he runs a food truck that is in the shape of a pirate ship in Los Angeles or wherever the fuck.
Those balloons have been overfilled. They're carrying the children out of control.
I don't know, Mrs. Puff. It looks like they're having a lot of fun.
Yes, too much fun if you ask me. You can save the children by bubble bashing each of the balloons. Bubble bash all the balloons, then come see me for a reward.
Can do, Mrs. Puff.
Okay. Pretty odd quests, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, so there's a talking dolphin who's also in the Illuminati, I think. Yeah. I vaguely remember there was a talking dolphin at one point. I think that was like the midpoint of the movie. So they go up on land to fight this pirate, and like the last 10 minutes of the movie are them on land. 5 minutes of them is them as superheroes, 5 minutes is them like not superheroes, if I remember. And it's just a big chase scene to get the pirate. And so then they get the pirate, and you just sat there, you're wondering what the fuck is going on. Because the rest of the movie has like nothing to do with the final like 10 minutes of the movie. It's so strange. It is the strange... Oh god, don't do that. How do I free this child? Oh no. Don't break on me, please.
It shines.
It's just such a strange movie. I was just curious if any of you guys had seen that movie. If any of you guys had seen it and, I don't know, thought it was as weird as I did. Bubble bash the children to death. It's the only way. So is that kid gonna, like, get into a position where I can bubble bash him to death, or what? There we go.
Number one,
Got him.
Bikini Bottom scavenger hunt, 3 years running. Thank you.
This game has fantastic dialogue. Please fall. Thank you. I don't know. It was just a surreal film. If I had to compare it to, like, the Spongebob movie, the original one, Sponge Out of Water is not even in the same league. It's not even in the same, like, hemisphere. Fuck me, come on. It's not even in the same hemisphere of films. Like, the original SpongeBob movie is fantastic. And Sponge Out of Water just does not have any of the charm. And it has such a bad ending. Like, the ending for the first one is so good. Like, he sings the Goofy Goober song, which is absolutely iconic. Not even just the song, the whole scene is absolutely iconic. You know, even to this day, people can sing the Goofy Goober song, just hearing it, like, once. That's how good the song is and how good the ending scene is. And you don't really understand why it's happening, but it is, and that's all that matters. But the Sponge Out of Water ending is so bad. Oh my god. No. Ugh. Ugh. God. Are you a Goofy Goober? On occasion. On occasion, I've goofed some goobers in my day. I'll be honest. There's a lot of just random sound effects in this game that just play in the background, and I feel like it's not supposed to be doing that. Okay, we freed that one child. What? Okay, hold on. What happened to the child that I bubble bashed over here? Did he die? Did he drown? Can these kids swim? Because SpongeBob can't swim. I'm assuming these kids can swim. I'm hoping they can. If they can't... Why would I hit... Oh.
Hero, you've saved the children. Here's a golden spatula as a reward.
Thanks, Mrs. Puff. Appreciate it. Also, the episode where Mr. Krabs is going out with Mrs. Puff, that's a fantastic episode. That's amazing. The visual gag where she talks about what happened to Mr. Puff, where he's dead. Absolutely, that got me as a child. I thought that was hilarious. It still is. It's absolutely hilarious. Weren't there 3 movies? There's a... Okay, so there's the SpongeBob movie. There's the SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water movie. And then there's a new one coming out. Actually, you know, I shouldn't say coming out, because I'm pretty sure it's already out. I cannot get up there. I am too thick. Pretty sure we gotta be Patrick for this next part. Next part up ahead. I'm not certain, but I'm gonna... I just like playing as Patrick, so we're gonna do that. And then there's the other one with Keanu Reeves in it. Like, he's in the trailer because they wanted to capture that same magic that they had with David Hasselhoff. So there's Keanu in it.
So, what are you? I'm a starfish. What are you? I'm a figment of SpongeBob's imagination. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, I guess we just have to be SpongeBob. Why give me the option to play as my favorite sponge? But it doesn't even matter. Can I break these? These seem like things I can break, but I guess not.
Hard as a rock.
Oh, this... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, no. Stop.
How many of these do I have to carry?
Okay.
Have you been lonely out there all alone?
Alright, we'll swap them. Sock Getter, that's a good achievement. Where's the sign? Oh, here it is. I haven't seen the other one with Keanu. I don't even know if it's out. I'm pretty sure it's out, because I remember seeing ads for that, like,
SpongeBob,
last year.
I heard that you were collecting golden spatulas.
Yes, Bubble Buddy, I am. Have you seen one?
Why, yes. We were having a sandcastle contest, and somebody put a golden spatula on the top.
If I had a castle, I'd name it Fort Pattytown III. And Fort Pattytown III would have a big bake sale every Monday.
The golden spatula?
Oh, at the top of the sandcastle, right. That should be easy to reach.
Well, perhaps you should see for yourself.
The game has good humor. It's got that early SpongeBob humor, which is just definitively better. There we go. I remember I turned on Nickelodeon for the first time in, like, forever, a while ago, because I was at my mom's house. I don't have cable, because I'm not a boomer. Most millennials don't have cable. So I... Okay. Oh god. Is the whole thing just gonna flood? Is that... That's the theme? Oh no. I jumped too early. I panicked and jumped too early. I turned on, you know, good old Nickelodeon for the first time in a long time, because I was at my mom's house, and I saw ads for this new SpongeBob special. And the SpongeBob special's whole thing was about Gary being missing, and like SpongeBob's really sad about it, obviously, because Gary's his pet. But I was super confused because they've done that plotline like 3 times already. Like, don't quote me on how many times it is. I don't know. I'm not a SpongeBob historian, but even I remember as a kid, the whole Gary is missing thing had already been done more than once. So like, why were they making it a big deal that they were doing it again for like the 80th time? It just seems so strange. I'm probably the only millennial with cable. Yeah, but are you paying for cable? That's the thing. 'Cause if you're living with your mom and your mom's paying for cable, then you're a millennial with cable, but your parents are paying for it, so it doesn't count. I'm talking like, I live on my own and I don't pay for cable. I feel like I would... Like, I'm supposed to jump here, but there's nowhere to go. I know as we get older we love Squidward more than SpongeBob himself, but am I the only one who loves them equally? I believe that you are, I'm sorry. Gary Come Home is the Mona Lisa of TV. Tony, I am paying for cable. Oh wow. Look at this big boy. I got more than 5 gumballs in my wallet, says Dingo. I can afford Norwegian cable. We have a whole 3 channels, and one of them is the Top Kek review channel where we review keks from the supermarket. Wow. No, but for real, you're literally the only millennial I know who pays for cable. Nobody I know pays for it at all. Because no millennial I know wants cable, that's the thing. It's not like we can't afford it. Though certainly that's also true. There's just no reason to have it. Dingo's a rare breed. They call him Dingo the cat. Because his persona is a cat. Do I keep... God, there's so many options. Where do I go? I'll go this way. Okay, that one was gonna break. Aha. Oh, jeez.
Patrick will be glad to have this back.
I was like a foot away. Come on. I was a couple feet away. What is this? Some bullshit. Give me my shiny boys. Alright, how do we get over this way? I only got cable because the internet provider in my apartment was like, yeah, you can have a little cable as a treat. Oh. But why would you want a little cable? That's not a treat. That's like a stinky, you know, smelly treat. I think I need Patrick to freeze the lagoon before I can go over there. That's fine. I don't exist for others' amusement. I miss the good old days when Dingo was a wolf. No. Those days are long gone. People change.
Hello, Gary. What's new? You don't say. Squidward bought a new sweater. Oh, he's so crazy.
Oh, I want to see Squidward's new sweater. So you're just gonna ignore the sock, huh? Okay, well now that you bring it up, I guess I'm gonna go get the sock. Fine. I see how it is. Can't just ignore things on my own time. That's fine. Do you mean this? This is underwear. Where's the sock that you speak of? That's a pair of undies. Where's the sock that you're talking about? Underwear. Underwear. You thought this pair of underwear was a sock, didn't you, my dude? See, I knew it was underwear, which is why I went to the next map. But then you said it was a sock, so I came back because I thought, oh, maybe I'm the fool. Maybe I'm Boo Boo the fool. But I'm not. All right, let's talk to Gary again.
Spatula at the end of this cave? Thanks, Gary.
Gary. So Gary Come Home was like a big deal, but now there's like a new Gary Come Home thing. Also, the robots are very inconsistent with which ones get videos and which ones don't. You know, I did skip a level though, so maybe that's why. Please stop. Okay, cool. The range on those is a lot longer than you would think it is. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Christ. It flung me up so I couldn't jump. That's such a bummer. In case you guys are wondering, we're going to be streaming this game later today in about... Once the stream is over, we'll stream it again in 3 hours. Just as a heads up. Okay, here we go. We're going to stream it a few times today, actually. I don't know how far I'll get, but I aim to complete the main mission on at least, like, 2 levels, maybe 3. If we could fight a boss, that'd be rad. I don't know if we'll be able to, though. You know, in terms of, like, video game things that give me anxiety, oh my god. I was trying to see if I could stand there and not get hit. Like, if there was a spot I could stand so I could explain my, my anxiety-inducing thing. So, I have anxiety about times in games where you have to, like, go up a ledge. Just like that one. Oh, Jesus. Where you go up a ledge, and there's something, like, rolling down, and I'm always afraid that it's gonna fall on me. Like, it's gonna spawn the second I reach the top, especially if it's spikes. Like, I get up there, always a ball or spikes, it's always the same shit. I'm always afraid it's gonna happen. Like, it just happened there. Can I make this? Yeah, I can. Just barely.
It shines.
There's water underwater. Nah, dude, this is goo. We're at Goo Lagoon. This is slime. You know, like all those slime videos that are popular on YouTube. You know, from everybody's favorite YouTube channel, Trim Trim. the best YouTube channel ever made. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Troom Troom actually invented the idea of putting slime in your YouTube video. So, for all you guys who like slime out there, you can thank Troom Troom and crafty hackers too, because they're basically the same shit. Oh god. It's so salty it falls to the bottom and forms a mini lakes. That makes sense too, I believe it. I want to give you guys a little bit of a story about everybody's favorite Spongebob. When I was in high school, I really, I still do, I really enjoy science, but I'm not very good at science. I can't quite get the concepts, like, beyond basic understanding for most of it. So I didn't really do well. It's also, there's a lot of math in science, and I'm really bad at math, and I never wanted to do math as a kid, so, like, I just didn't. So, the sciences that I were good at were things that were more, like, tangible, like physical, and less theoretical and mathematical. So, things like marine biology were super interesting for me. Oh yes, we get more Mr. Krabs. I'm so ready.
SpongeBob, help me find Patrick. I have a task that I think he can help me with.
Oh god, he's so good.
Sorry, lad, but the carnival is closed. A pesky robot has taken over me ticket booth. And worse, me money. If you help me get rid of that no-good robot, I'll give you a big reward.
Oh my god, it's so bad and I love it. I love how bad it is.
It went boom.
But, so I was never really good at things that weren't, like, marine biology. I took a lot of marine biology classes in high school, and I was actually really good at them. I really did enjoy them. One unit we had to take care of fish that we caught ourselves from the Connecticut River, and it was pretty lit. I was really good at that. Everybody else's fish died pretty early on. I did a good job of keeping mine alive. Oh god, Patrick, why would you do this? That's not Mr. Krabs. That's like someone who stole one of his old shells and is pretending to be him. Why would Mr. Krabs be running a carnival? That's not a thing he would do. You'd have to invest money to do that. He's not about investing money. He's about making money, you know what I mean?
How many of these do I have?
But my marine biology teacher, Mrs. Field, was a very weird lady. Like, her and her husband didn't flush their toilet unless they took a dump, because they wanted to, like, conserve water, and they would, like, hunt for roadkill, but, like, not in a hick or hillbilly kind of way, just like in a nature conservation kind of way, where they would, like, analyze which animals are dying in the area. Weird shit like that. But she was a great marine biology teacher. That was her passion, marine biology. And it really showed in the way that she taught. But she hated two things. She detested with a passion Finding Nemo, and she absolutely fucking hated SpongeBob. Because SpongeBob is obviously medically inaccurate, and she absolutely detested how inaccurate it was. Where are they going? Did I get him? Oh. There we go. She absolutely hated SpongeBob because it was so medically inaccurate. And people would try to argue with her about it, where they would be like, well, a marine biologist, like, invented it. You know, like, he kept it pretty accurate. And she's like, no, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. This species would never be in this area, and this species would never do this. And, like, I'm not joking. It wasn't, like, a joke. Like, she was doing that ironically. Like, she literally was just so upset. And if somebody gave her the argument, it's a show for children, so, like, they're gonna take artistic liberty. Oh god, they're gonna take artistic liberties with what's happening. She would get even more mad. Okay, so I can go in, but I can't go next to it. Interesting. She would get so upsetty. She just could not understand the idea that, like, certain species are gonna interact and be friends in this baby show for children. And so So that made her mad. But also she hated Finding Nemo. The reason she hated Finding Nemo is because she really liked the two fish. The clownfish and then the Dorian. She really, really liked those fish before the movie came out. And she had a bunch of fish tanks in her classroom, and she had, you know, a lot of them were for the students, for class, but she had personal ones as well. And she had this huge personal one installed. The school actually installed it for her, like it was a personal request. They basically just punched a hole in the wall and let her... We need SpongeBob for this. Is this going to teach us how to do SpongeBob's move? Yeah, the Marlin and the Dory or whatever. Whatever the scientific name for the fish was. It's very important to the story. SpongeBob needs the bowling... I don't have it. Okay. Yeah, the Blue Tang, Surgeon, I don't know. There's... Whatever the scientific names are for Nemo and Dory. She really liked those fish and had them... Had a little, you know, thing with them in it. And if any student... If she could hear it, she would throw a hissy fit. She would not be happy about it. If any student dared call her fish Nemo or Dory, oh god, you would hear about it. Are you fucking kidding me? The fucking watermelon. Okay, I'll get another one. Hey, you know what? Are you kidding me? Ugh, I can't stun them. I think they're too small to stun. If you called them a Nemo or a Dory, you would get your ass absolutely demolished. I did it. Good shit. I feel like the watermelon should not have been able to hit the terrain there, but that's fine. God, this game is so hard, guys. When are they gonna add an easy mode? You know, am I playing on the Dark Souls difficulty? I must be playing on the Game Journalist difficulty, because this game is just too hard for me. Hello, shiny boys. I have a lot of shiny boys. I can buy some spatulas from Mr. Krabs. I think I can buy like one or two, maybe. That'd be lit. Prizes, ticket booth. Ooh. Take this undies. Oh, I see. I think I need to go... Hold on. Hold on. Can I go on the slide from this... I can! I can go from this angle. That's nice. That's good. Patrick? Patrick controls a little better than SpongeBob does, interestingly enough. It's okay, I can eat a few hits. There's like a bajillion underwears around here. Is that it? Just like sparklies and that's it? The blue one is a blue tang, which is a member of the surgeon fish species. That makes sense. That's probably why they call it a surgeon fish in Animal Crossing, the only game that matters. Oh, hello. Wait. Patrick can't do that. Only SpongeBob can use the bungees, right? Why do I need this? What's the point of this? Is it an elevator? I don't really see the point, but okay. Alright, how do I... Where can I swap? There's gotta be a zone where I can swap here. I think I gotta go all the way back there. Alright. Yeah, but she absolutely hated it. I don't know, kids would try to get into debates with Mrs. Field often about SpongeBob. I've never once in my 4 years in high school and my 2.5 years dealing with Mrs. Field, interacting with her, did she ever admit that there was a good aspect of SpongeBob? Oh yeah, oh okay, yeah, I'll just take free money. That's fine. I don't really care where it comes from. That's okay. That class I had, by the way, because you needed to like be good at math and just be good at school in general to do most other science classes. Basically all the problem kids... Come on, SpongeBob. All the problem kids ended up in Mrs. Field's class. Kids who just, like, didn't want to do work or whatever. Because doing a physical science course and just taking care of fish is way easier than, like, learning astronomy or whatever. So, there was some wacky kids in that class. That is a sock. Hello. You ain't gonna escape me. Not even gonna give you the chance. Is there a... Yep, there is a bus stop over there. There was this one kid. We're gonna call him Yodel. We're gonna call him Yodel because that's really close to what his last name is. So, Yodel, we're gonna call him Robert Yodel. Rob Yodel. We'll call him Rob for short. So, Rob Yodel was a problem child. And he was one of the worst kids in my high school. And he always had these, like, ridiculous ideas in his head. Let me tell you about Yodel's ridiculous ideas. My favorite one that he ever spouted out was in Mrs. Field's class. We did not get any work done that day because she was so interested in him talking about this idea that, like, she didn't even teach that day. Because it was so ass-numbingly stupid of an idea that she had to listen to him. Which I have never experienced in a high school before. Or since. His idea... Because he was not doing any of the work. He was failing the class, and she's like, if you fail the class, like, is this how you act in other classes? And he's like, yeah. She's like, what are you gonna do when you leave here? You know, you're not gonna get a job, you're not gonna be able to go to college or, like, do anything. You have, you know, if you don't apply yourself, you're not trying. I know you can try. He's like, no, I got it all figured out. And she's like, please, Rob, enlighten me. And Rob Yodel says this. He says, I'm gonna start the Yodel complex. And she's like, what? He goes, yeah, the Yodel complex. It's gonna be this, like, mini state that I'm gonna build in the Midwest. Mrs. Field goes, how are you gonna do that with no money because you're not gonna get a job because you're not applying yourself? And he goes, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to join the military, and I'm going to get some contacts for guns. Right? God, I wish I wish Zember was here. One of my viewers who's in the military. I'm sure he would think this story is hilarious. So, he says, I'm going to join the military, and I'm going to make some contacts for guns. And then I'm gonna leave the military. At which point Mrs. Field is like, how are you gonna leave the military? And he's like, I'm just gonna leave. And she doesn't argue that. She doesn't tell him you can't just leave. You don't just get to walk away. You know? So he goes, yeah, I'm just gonna leave, and I'm gonna use those connections to start buying and selling and trading guns. So I can, you know, make money that way. And once I make a bunch of money with the gun trade, with my sweet connections, he said sweet connections like 50 times. Why isn't the button working? There it is. Once I make money with those sweet connections, I'm gonna go out to the Midwest and build the Yodel complex. And the Yodel complex is gonna be lit because it's gonna be just like nothing but video games, drinking beer, and my friends are gonna get to live there like free of any rent because I'm gonna make so much money from the gun trade, like I'm never gonna have to work again. And neither are my friends because they're my friends. Let's talk to Larry and I'll keep going.
SpongeBob, you're king of the beach. Here, have a golden spatula.
So then, he's like, yeah, my friends are gonna live there, and they're just gonna, you know, they could be there, you know, all the time. We'll just, you know, all my friends from Steam Team are gonna be there. And Mrs. Field does not ask what Steam Team is. Thank God she didn't, because she could not handle Steam Team. I could tell you guys about Steam Team if you want to know. He started a gang. It's called Steam Team. Yeah, so he said, yeah, the Yodel complex, that's the way it's gonna be. We're gonna have girls there, and they can only wear bikinis there. And they're all going to be like the girlfriends and wives of my of my friends who are going to be there, and like my girlfriends and wives, and I'm going to have the most there. And you know, there's going to be like restaurants in it, and like completely self-sustainable. Which is just like insane. Yodel was just...
So, do you want a treat? That's
Yes.
quality craftsmanship, that is. Come again.
Thanks, Mr. Krabs. Yodel's whole family, by the way, was just fucked. They lived right next to the fire marshal for my town. And they would often... Here's where they lived. They lived next to the fire marshal and next to a gas station, which was known to have gas leaks. So they had to shut it down. But before they shut it down, the Yodel family would burn... They didn't want to pay for garbage pickup. Oh, hello.
I've got nerves of steel and muscles of sand.
And eyes of jelly.
So, like... Poseidon.
You must vanquish.
Bring it on, Your Highness! Bring it on!
In this corner, defending the Poseidon, a small square guy. And his challenger, a huge murderous robot shaped like a squirrel.
Look, it's a giraffe.
I think I need to get home to feed Gary.
Alright, we're gonna fight the Sandy bot. Oh god.
Looks like the robot's left itself vulnerable.
Ah, I needed to ground pound on that. I see.
Spongebob has an opening, but will he get
There
the
we go.
drop on the robot?
So,
Great barrier.
they didn't want to pay for garbage pickup, so what they would do is they would just burn their garbage on the side of the road next to this leaking gas station,
Now the robot
which the fire marshal would
out
see, and like it would smoke and it would smell terrible. He would come over and he would be like, "Hey, don't do that." And they'd be like, "You can't tell me what to do."
The robot better
And he's
take
like,
tactics.
"I'm the fire marshal. Of course I can."
I want to play. I want to play.
Patrick, we're not playing. We're fighting for our lives.
I want to play. I want to play.
Oh, all right.
That cut was a little jarring, but
Patrick's
Ow,
just getting
jeez.
too close
That's
to
much
that
better.
metal
forgot
monster.
Patrick's hitbox. He's a little thicker.
Spelling!
Jesus.
The old clothesline move.
No, thank you. All right, what's your opening? Oh, it's just the same.
The robot's
excuse
losing
me?
his head.
What do I? Oh, I see. I
What
remember
a
now.
shocking takedown by Patrick.
And he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm the fire marshal. Of course I can tell you what to do when you're causing fire hazards for the surrounding neighbors. Like, what are you doing?" Did I mention they lived next to the fire marshal and at one point the mayor? Because they did.
Robot's losing its
Because
head.
at one point our mayor lived next to them too.
Ooh, nice
Which was
flying,
just
head
great.
thing move
Just
by
great.
Patrick.
Really smart family over there. Getting those sweet screenshots for some self-consumption later, Tony. Yeah, I like to take screenshots when I play games. They're useful because I can use them for thumbnails later,
The robot's losing
which is pretty
its
good.
head.
Also, I can post them on my Twitter. You know, if I think they're good enough.
Wow, I've never seen such an electrifying
That was
match.
fun. Your turn, SpongeBob.
Oh? We...
Bounce and bash the head. Alright. What's the move here, boys? Oh god, I remember this part.
The old clothesline move.
Oh, Jesus.
Fresh like a spring breeze.
Please don't do that. What do I do? There we
What
go.
an uppercut.
Stop. Okay. Do I have to jump twice? Because I feel like if I jump twice, I'm gonna hit the top one.
Nice move
okay.
by SpongeBob. This
I'll be able
match
to.
is just
Ooh,
about
I'll be able to
over.
take her out before I run out of undies. All right, can I dodge at least one of these? No, I can't. That's good. That's good to know.
There's the robot's vulnerability.
Alright.
Let's see if SpongeBob goes for
We
it.
did it! Oh my god, I love the SpongeBob stuff in the back.
Tell him what he's won, Johnny. It's a new power, the Bubble Bowl. But wait, there's more. A golden spatula, and that's not all. A gift certificate for $5.32 to Dean's Little Shop of Dried Fish Flakes and Flowers.
Oh, thank you. It all means so much. I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Cry all you want, but not here. We just wax the floors.
Oh god. I didn't want to unfull screen the game. Tony, when do you start official recruitment for the Yodel Complex? Oh yeah, I'm actually on commission from them, if you didn't know.
Yes, what is it?
I was just wondering why all the robots seem to be coming from inside the chum bucket.
Have they? I really haven't noticed.
Yeah. And then there's that big flashing neon sign that says Robot Headquarters.
SpongeBob, I'm your friend, right?
No, not really.
Exactly, and as your non-friend, I worry about you. Like right now, you're thinking too much. I'm worried you might really hurt yourself. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think for you. This way you won't hurt yourself, and you can just keep working on getting me into the chum bucket.
Thanks, Plankton. You're the best non-friend a friend could have. No more thinking for me.
Good stuff. Alright, how do we do the bubble bowl? Yeah, hold down B.
There's nothing like the
You
smell
also
of
just
bubbles in the
tap B,
morning.
that works too.
Smells like victory.
Ooh. Enter the rest home. Hell yeah, dude. Wow, that was a hard boss. Never thought you'd beat it.
Barnacle Boy,
Yeah, I know, this game's so
my
difficult.
heroes. Hit me with a water ball. Hit me, hit me, hit me.
Yeah, we don't do that stuff anymore, kid. We're retired.
Is that the TV repairman?
No, it's that excited sponge kid again.
God, his nose is way too flippity-floppity. I love how flippity-floppity that nose is. Also, I'm pretty sure the voice actor for Barnacle Boy passed away. Not to be, like, too sad. But that is really sad. I mean, his performance as Barnacle Boy is pretty fantastic. I mean, he's done other voice work, obviously, but the relevancy is for Barnacle Boy right now.
Oh, are you sure he can't fix the TV?
Mermaid Man, 'twould be my greatest honor to fix your television.
Goody!
Hey, sponge kid, you really want to help out?
Oh boy, would I!
Okay then, but lighten up a bit on the enthusiasm, huh? You're making my bowels act up. We've got a little problem with some robots down in the Mermalair. Are you sure you're up to this task?
Absolutely, Barnacle Boy.
Well, go over to the couch to access the Mermalair. We'll meet you down there.
Is it pudding night yet?
Oh god, it's always pudding night in my house. If you guys have never made pudding before, I highly recommend it because it's super easy to do and is really good if you just make it yourself. It's better than basically everything you can get at the store. You literally just need like sugar or honey and a pot in like 15 minutes and you can make pudding. It's great. But on that note, we're gonna end it. We ain't gonna go to the Mermalair, not today. Well, maybe today actually, just not on this particular stream. I hope you guys had a good time, and I'll see you boys at the Yodel Complex.